Dead Sea Scrolls. Psalms. 11q6 Psalms B. Language, Hebrew. Date, 1 to 50 AD. Location, Qumran Cave 11. Psalm 77. 17 The clouds poured out water. The skies resounded with thunder. Your arrows also flashed around. 18 The voice of your thunder was in the whirlwind. The lightnings lit up the world. The earth trembled and shook. 19 Your way was through the sea, your paths through the great waters. Your footsteps were not known. 20 You led your people like a flock, by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Psalm 78. A contemplation by Asaph. 1 Hear my teaching, my people. Turn your ears to the words of my mouth. Psalms 119, 163 I hate and abhor falsehood. I love your law. 164 7 times a day, I praise you, because of your righteous ordinances. 165 Those who love your law have great peace. Nothing causes them to stumble. Psalms 118. 1 Give thanks to Yahweh, for he is good, for his loving kindness endures forever. 15 The voice of rejoicing and salvation is in the tents of the righteous. The right hand of Yahweh does valiantly. 16 The right hand of Yahweh is exalted. The right hand of Yahweh does valiantly. 2 Psalms 141. 10 Let the wicked fall together into their own nets, while I pass by. Psalms 133. A Song of Ascents. By David. 1 See how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to live together in unity. 2 It is like the precious oil on the head, that ran down on the beard, even Aaron's beard, that came down on the edge of his robes. 3 Like the dew of Hermon, that comes down on the hills of Zion, for there Yahweh gives the blessing, even life forevermore. Peace upon Israel. Psalms 144. By David. 1 Blessed be Yahweh, my rock, who teaches my hands to war, and my fingers to battle. 2 My loving kindness, my fortress, my high tower, my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I take refuge, who subdues my people under me. For man is like a breath. His days are like a shadow that passes away. Psalms 109. 2 For they have opened the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of deceit against me. They have spoken to me with a lying tongue. 3 They have also surrounded me with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. For in return for my love, they are my adversaries, but I am in prayer. 1 This scroll has no verses between Psalm 118 verse 1 and 118:15. 2 At this point, the scroll contains an unknown psalm dealing with a plea for deliverance, followed by a few verses of a psalm known as Apostrophe to Zion. The full Psalm of Apostrophe to Zion is included in Scroll 11q5 Psalms, and translations are available online. 11q7 Psalms C. Language, Hebrew. Date, 30 BC, 68 AD. Location, Qumran Cave 11. Psalms 2. 1 Why do the nations rage, and the peoples plot a vain thing? 2 The kings of the earth take a stand, and the rulers take counsel together, against Yahweh, and against his anointed, saying, 3 Let's break their bonds apart, and cast their cords from us. For he who sits in the heavens will laugh. The Lord will have them in derision. 5 Then he will speak to them in his anger, and terrify them in his wrath. 6 Yet I have set my king on my holy hill of Zion. 7 I will tell of the decree. Yahweh said to me, You are my son. Today I have become your father. 8 Ask of me, and I will give the nations for your inheritance, the uttermost parts of the earth for your possession. Psalms 9, 2 I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. 3 When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish in your presence. For you have maintained my just cause. You sit on the throne judging righteously. 5 You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. 6. The enemy is overtaken by endless ruin. The very memory of the cities which you have overthrown has perished. 7. But Yahweh reigns forever. He has prepared his throne for judgment. Psalms 12. For who have said, with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? 5. Because of the oppression of the weak and because of the groaning of the needy, I will now arise, says Yahweh to the righteous, I will set him in safety from those who malign him. 6. Yahweh's words are flawless words, as silver refined in a clay furnace, purified 7 times. 7. You will keep them, Yahweh. You will preserve them from this generation forever. 8. The wicked walk on every side, when what is vile is exalted among the sons of men. Psalms 13. 1. How long, Yahweh? Will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? 2. How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart every day? How long shall my enemy triumph over me? For lest my enemy say, I have prevailed against him. Lest my adversaries rejoice when I fall. 5. But I trust in your loving kindness. My heart rejoices in your salvation. Psalms 14. For the chief musician. By David. 1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable deeds. There is no one who does good. 2. Yahweh looked down from heaven on the children of men, to see if there were any who understood, who sought after God. 3. They have all gone aside. They have together become corrupt. There is no one who does good, no, not one. For have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and don't call on Yahweh? 5. There they were in great fear, for God is in the generation of the righteous. 6. You frustrate the plan of the poor, because Yahweh is his refuge. Psalm 17. 9. From the wicked who seek me, my deadly enemies, who surround me. 10. They close up their callous hearts. With their mouth they speak proudly. 11. That have banished me, they have now surrounded us. They set their eyes to cast us down to the earth. 12. He is like a lion that is greedy of his prey, as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. 13. Arise, Yahweh, confront him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked by your sword. 14. From men by your hand, Yahweh, from men of the world, whose portion is in this life. You fill the belly of your cherished ones. Your sons have plenty, and they store up wealth for their children. 15. As for me, I shall see your face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied, when I awake, with seeing your form. Psalms 18. For the chief musician. By David the servant of Yahweh, who spoke to Yahweh the words of this song in the day that Yahweh delivered him from the hand of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. He said, 1. I love you, Yahweh, my strength. 2. Yahweh is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield, and the horn of my salvation, my high tower. 3. I call on Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. For the cords of death surrounded me. The floods of ungodliness made me afraid. 5. The cords of Sheol were around me. The snares of death came on me. 6. In my distress I called on Yahweh, and cried to my God. He heard my voice out of his temple. My cry before him came into his ears. 7. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the mountains quaked and were shaken, because he was angry. 8. Smoke went out of his nostrils. Consuming fire came out of his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. 9. He bowed the heavens also, and came down. Thick darkness was under his feet. 10. He rode on a cherub, and flew. Yes, he soared on the wings of the wind. 11. He made darkness his hiding place, his pavilion around him, darkness of waters, thick clouds of the skies. 14. He sent out his arrows, and scattered them, yes, great lightning bolts, and routed them. 15 Then the channels of waters appeared. The foundations of the world were sent away at your rebuke, Yahweh, at the blast of the breath of your nostrils. 16 He sent from on high. And he took me. He drew me out of many waters. Psalms 19. 3 There is no speech nor language, where their voice is not heard. For their voice has gone out through all the earth, their words to the end of the world. In them he has set a tent for the sun. 6 His going out is from the end of the heavens, his circuit to its ends, there is nothing hidden from its heat. 7 Yahweh's laws are perfect, restoring the soul. Yahweh's covenant is sure, making wise the simple. Psalms 25. To my God, I have trusted in you. Don't let me be shamed. Don't let my enemies triumph over me. 3 Yes, no one who waits for you shall be shamed. They shall be shamed who deal treacherously without cause. 5 Guide me in your truth, teach me, for you are the God of my salvation, I wait for you all day long. 6 Yahweh, remember your tender mercies and your loving kindness, for they are from old times. 7 Don't remember the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. Remember me according to your loving kindness, for your goodness' sake, Yahweh. 11 Q8 Psalms D Language, Hebrew. Date, 30 BC, 68 AD Location, Qumran Cave 11. Psalm 6. 1 Yahweh, don't rebuke me in your anger, neither discipline me in your wrath. 2 Have mercy on me, Yahweh, for I am faint. Yahweh, heal me, for my bones are troubled. 3 My soul is also in great anguish. But you, Yahweh, how long? Psalms 9. 2 I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. For you have maintained my just cause. You sit on the throne judging righteously. 5 You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. Psalms 18. 25 With the merciful you will show yourself merciful. With the perfect man, you will show yourself perfect. 26 With the pure, you will show yourself pure. With the crooked you will show yourself shrewd. 27 For you will save the afflicted people, but the arrogant eyes you will bring down. 28 For you will light my lamp, Yahweh. My God will light up my darkness. 38 I will strike them through, so that they will not be able to rise. They shall fall under my feet. 39 For you have armed me with strength to the battle. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. 41 They cried, but there was no one to save, even to Yahweh, but he didn't answer them. Psalms 36. 12 There the workers of iniquity are fallen. They are thrust down, and shall not be able to rise. Psalms 37. By David. 1 Don't fret because of evildoers, neither be envious against those who work unrighteousness. 2 For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither like the green herb. 3 Trust in Yahweh, and do good. Dwell in the land, and enjoy safe pasture. For also delight yourself in Yahweh, and he will give you the desires of your heart. 5 Commit your way to Yahweh. Trust also in him, and he will do this. Psalms 39. 12 Hear my prayer, Yahweh, and give ear to my cry. Don't be silent at my tears. For I am a stranger with you, a foreigner, as all my fathers were. 13 Oh spare me, that I may recover strength, before I go away, and exist no more. Psalms 40. For the chief musician. A psalm by David. 1 I waited patiently for Yahweh. He turned to me, and heard my cry. Psalms 43. 1 Vindicate me, God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Oh, deliver me from deceitful and wicked men. 2 For you are the God of my strength. Why have you rejected me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? 3. Oh, send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy hill, to your tents. Psalms 45. 5. Your arrows are sharp. The nations fall under you, with arrows in the heart of the king's enemies. 1001. 6. Your throne, God, is forever and ever. A scepter of equity is the scepter of your kingdom. 7. You have loved righteousness, and hated wickedness. Therefore God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of gladness above your fellows. Psalms 59. 3-4. Behold, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty gather themselves together against me, not for my disobedience, nor for my sin, Yahweh. For I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Rise up, behold, and help me. 5. You, Yahweh God of armies, the God of Israel, rouse yourself to punish the nations. Show no mercy to the wicked traitors. Selah. 7. Behold, they spew with their mouth. Swords are in their lips, for, they say, who hears us? Psalm 60. 7. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the defense of my head. Judah is my scepter. Psalm 68. For the chief musician. A psalm by David. A song. 2. As smoke is driven away, so drive them away. As wax melts before the fire, so let the wicked perish at the presence of God. 3. But let the righteous be glad. Let them rejoice before God. Yes, let them rejoice with gladness. For sing to God. Sing praises to his name. Extol him who rides on the clouds, to Yah, his name. Rejoice before him. 13. While you sleep among the camp fires, the wings of a dove sheathed with silver, her feathers with shining gold. 15. The mountains. This mountain of Bashan is a majestic mountains. The mountains of Bashan are rugged. 16. Why do you look in envy, you rugged mountains, at the mountain where God chooses to reign? Yes, Yahweh will dwell there forever. 17. The chariots of God are tens of thousands and thousands of thousands. The Lord is among them, from Sinai, into the sanctuary. Psalm 78. 5. For he established a covenant in Jacob, and appointed a teaching in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. 6. That the generation to come might know, even the children who should be born, who should arise and tell their children. 7. That they might set their hope in God, and not forget God's deeds, but keep his commandments. 8. And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that didn't make their hearts loyal, whose spirit was not steadfast with God. 9. The children of Ephraim, being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. 10. They didn't keep God's covenant, and refused to walk in his law. 11. They forgot his doings, his wondrous deeds that he had shown them. 12. He did marvelous things in the sight of their fathers, in the land of Egypt, in the field of Zoan. 36. But they flattered him with their mouth, and lied to him with their tongue. 37. For their heart was not right with him, neither were they faithful in his covenant. Psalms 81. 3. Blow the trumpet at the new moon, at the full moon, on our feast day. For it is a statute for Israel, an ordinance of the God of Jacob. 5. He appointed it in Joseph for a covenant. When he went out over the land of Egypt, I heard a language that I didn't know. 6. I removed his shoulder from the burden. His hand was freed from the basket. 7. You called in trouble, and I delivered you. I answered you in the secret place of thunder. I tested you at the waters of Meribah. Selah. 8. Hear, my people, and I will testify to you, Israel, if you would listen to me. Psalms 86, 11. Teach me your way, Yahweh. I will walk in your truth. Make my heart undivided to fear your name. 12. I will praise you, Lord my God, with my whole heart. I will glorify your name forevermore. 13 For your loving kindness is great toward me, 2. You have delivered my soul from the lowest Sheol. 14 God, the proud have risen up against me. A company of violent men have sought after my soul, and they don't hold regard for you before them. Psalms 115. 16 The heavens are the heavens of Yahweh, but the earth has he given to the children of men. 17 The dead don't praise Yah, neither any who go down into silence. 18 But we will bless Yah, from this time forward and forevermore. Praise Yah. Psalms 116. 1 I love Yahweh, because he listens to my voice, and my cries for mercy. 3 The cords of death surrounded me, the pains of Sheol got a hold of me. I found trouble and sorrow. 1 The scroll contains more words than the traditional text for Psalms 45 verse 5, but only one word is preserved. 2 The scroll has a different word order than the MT in Psalms 86 verse 13. 11 Q9 Psalms E language, Hebrew. Date, before 68 AD Location, Qumran Cave 11. Psalms 50. 3 Our God comes, and does not keep silent. A fire devours before him. It is very stormy around him. 5 Gather my saints together to me, those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. 7 Hear, my people, and I will speak, Israel, and I will testify against you. I am God, your God. 11 Q11 Psalms F language, Hebrew. Date, about 50 AD Location, Qumran Cave 11. Psalms 91. Of David, 1. 1 He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. 2 The one saying of Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, the trustworthy one, in whom I trust. 3 For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler, and from the deadly pestilence, for he will cover you with his feathers. Under his wings you will dwell. His loving kindness is your shield and his faithfulness is a rampart. Selah. 5 You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, 6 Nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that wastes at noonday, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness. 7 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not strike you. 8 You will only look with your eyes, and see the recompense of the wicked. 2. 9 Because you have made Yahweh your refuge, and the Most High your dwelling place, you have called your shelter, his delight. 10 You shall not see evil, neither shall any plague strike your dwelling. 11 For he will put his angels in charge of you, to guard you in your ways. 12 They will bear you up in their hands, so that you won't dash your foot against a stone. 13 You will tread on the lion and cobra and the viper. 3. You will trample the young lion and the serpent underfoot. 14 Because he has set his love on me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. Because you delight in Yahweh, he will deliver you, and be your refuge. 16 I will satisfy him with long life, and show him my salvation. He will show you his salvation. Selah. Then they will answer, Amen, Amen. Selah. 1 Matches the LXX. 2 The noun-verb order in this scroll differs from the MT, without changing the translation. 3 Matches the LXX.